All right, welcome back to another episode of Active Every Day. Today we're going to be focusing on mobility, and we're going to focus specifically on our spine. Let's do our normal warm-up, neck, trunk, and pelvis, and then we'll move into some of these specific movements to work on this spine flexibility. Excellent exercises to help strengthen our spine and remove discomfort from our spine. When we have an easier time moving, usually a lot of other things start to get better. Pain resolves, strength is easier to adapt and find, and we just have a general sense of feeling better. Our circulation increases to our spine as another added benefit. Okay, so let's move that neck around. The normal list. Okay, let's get 5 each way. Big, slow circles, dropping the ear every time. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're excited to have you. Active Everyday series is excellent for any beginner. Anybody looking to maybe learn a little bit about something they're already good at or familiar with. Looking for ways to supplement your current workout program. Maybe just looking for something to motivate you to do in the morning, evening, or night. Active Everyday workouts are really just good for anybody. But if you're new to exercise or haven't exercised in a while or just getting back into a routine, a little bit older, or maybe injured, looking for some low intensity movements, hey, come on by. Tell your friends, tell your family. These are excellent workouts for you. I say 5 to 15 minutes, they're usually 10 to 20. Because I talk a little bit and that takes time, but it's usually between about 5 and 15 minutes of actual movement. So we're doing trunk cars or trunk circles, okay, 5 to 10 each way. And again, I say a range 5 to 10, do a few more if you're feeling a bit stiff, but I keep them usually to around 5, just so you get a good visual demo of the exercise and so we can keep the thing kind of moving forward. Okay, so there's our trunk. We got 2 movements for the pelvis. Let's do our turns first. Okay, I'm gonna turn my pelvis and turn my pelvis. You do see the knees move, you'll hear me say it often, but my shoulders aren't moving. Or at least I'm trying not to let them move. And my feet are still pointed straight ahead as well. So it's really just this middle portion of my body, isolated, moving. And I'll turn it sideways. Let's do some of our pelvis tilts. Tilt forward and backwards. And let's go ahead and do 5 to 10 of those. Excellent. So just a nice, easy set of movements. We always start our workouts with upper spine, middle spine, lower spine. That's part of every workout. But let's get more in depth now. Spine health. Let's really enhance how well we can forward bend. We think of this action as more of a hamstring kind of stretch, which in many ways it can be, but to get all the way to the floor, we also have to have really good mobility through each segment of our spine. And so we're gonna call these spine roll-ups. I'll show you from the side. We're gonna start with our neck fully extended, even hyperextended, a little beyond neutral, okay? So chin up, chest up. I'm gonna first drop my chin to my chest. And then I'm gonna round my shoulders and my upper back forward. I'm gonna keep the knees straight as I continue to fold and round towards the floor. I'm gonna let my body get as low as it can go, keeping my head down, looking through my knees, keeping my knees straight. Once I've gotten as low as I can go, I'm gonna take a big deep breath. I'm gonna let that air out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stand back up the same way I went down. Knees are still straight. I'm keeping my chin tucked, looking through my legs. On around the upper back. I'm gonna come all the way up, chin up, chest up. Look at the ceiling. Okay, let's do 2 more, nice and slow. Chin down first. Shoulders and upper back rounded. We want a nice rounded back. Keeping my knees straight, looking through my legs, chin tucked, reaching towards the floor. Big deep breath at the bottom. And let's stand it on up. Keep everything tucked through the upper back and neck until the very end of the rep, and open. We've got one more rep. Let's go for it. Tuck that chin first, shoulders round forward, upper back rounds forward as we roll down to the bottom. Remember, look through your legs. Don't look down at the floor. Keep that chin tucked. Take that deep breath. Once you exhale, unroll nice and slow. Excellent. Spine roll up. Okay. I've got a more detailed explanation of that exercise. Just go to my exercise demos, find spine roll up explained, and I go through a couple different variations of that if you're interested in learning more about it. Let's do a seated spine roll. So similar idea. We're going to really be focusing on rounding our chin down to get our cervical spine and rounding our shoulders and finishing really tall. But this time we're seated, okay? And we're going to hold on to the bench. It could be a chair. It doesn't really matter what you're sitting on. You just got to be able to hold on to it. So let's do, first hands are going to be in the front. So I'm going to grab onto the front. If I was at the end of the bench, I could just hold here. If I'm straddling a bench, I can hold the sides. Doesn't really matter. And then slowly roll the spine. Let's start with the chin first. I'm going to roll the chin down and then roll my back so it's rounded. I'm still holding the bench. And now I'm going to unroll by first bringing my middle spine up, shoulders back, head up. And repeat. Chin down, rolling through my upper spine, rolling through my shoulders into my middle spine, chin tucked, and in reverse. First, the middle spine comes through, shoulders start to roll back, chin up. Last rep, drop the chin, roll through, holding the bench. Holding the bench helps. I'm using it like an anchor to pull back on. And then unroll. Middle back, the belly comes through, the chest comes through, and we finish with the head up. Excellent. And for our third exercise, we're going to do standing cat-cow. You can do these on the floor, kneeling. Let's just do them standing today, and we'll try different variations in the future. So for the cat-cow, I'm going to bend my knees a little bit. I'm going to bend down, put my hands on my knees, and then I'm going to do the same kind of complete movement through my neck and middle spine and lower spine. So I'm going to round that spine upward, making sure I take my tail and tuck the tail, making sure I take my chin and drop the chin, and then I take it in reverse. I stick the butt out, I raise the chin, and I let that back flatten down. And then we just move in and out for 5 reps. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. And here's 5. Excellent. Spine roll-ups, standing. Spine rolls, seated. And cat-cows. All 3 of these exercises take our spine through flexion and extension with the important detail of full range of motion. As far as you can move, as far as you can move in both directions. Go about it slow. If you like these exercises, you got more energy, you got more time, do a second set. Do a third set. They work really good in the morning if you're stiff. They work really good at the end of a work day if you had a long drive home. They work excellent after that evening shower before you go to bed. All right, y'all, stay active every day.